I got mine. You don't have to.
Okay, we're live streaming right here.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna look it up. Oh, Fitz, we're gonna have to get it, the Maillard reaction, bro.
So check this out.
Okay.
You can read there what this is.
All right, the Maillard reaction, a complex chemical process that happens when amino acids and sugars are heated, creating the desirable browning flavor and aroma in cooked foods like seared steak, roast coffee, and baked bread. To maximize the reaction, cook foods at higher temperature, above 285 to 330 Fahrenheit. Keep the food surface dry to prevent water from hindering the reaction. And work with a, what does that say, pH?
pH.
There we go. I don't have my real glasses on. Level that is not too acidic. The scientific process, which involves hundreds of new compounds, is a fundamental part of cooking to achieve richer, more complex flavors. The Maillard reaction.
That's it.
Boom. All right, we'll keep that in our back pocket. We're certainly talking about that tonight. What do you know about the Maillard reaction, Fitz?
I have no idea, and I need the intro right now. On three. 1, 2, 3.
Boom. We are live. We're cooking with Chef Greg Epperson right here, executive chef. We met a week ago exactly, actually less than a week ago. 7 days ago. We knew that we were going to hit it off. Great personality, great dude. We've been staying in contact. And we are going to do a head-to-head battle of what Greg does to make this magical steak versus just a traditional prepared steak. Greg's going to do them both. Tell us what you're going to do, Chef Greg.
Well, yeah, that's exactly right. We're going to take these two identical steaks here. They're bone-in ribeyes, I think 22 to 24 ounces, and we're going to prepare one as anyone would at their home or in a typical steakhouse. They just put a little salt on it and they grill it to your desired degree of doneness. And the other one, we're going to cook that one the same way we cook all the steaks where I'm currently working. And we're not a steakhouse, so we only have 2 or 3 steaks on the menu. So that means every time we get an order for a steak, we can give it a little bit more love than a steakhouse could. If they're cooking 3 or 4 or 500 steaks a night, they could never do this process because it's a little bit too complicated, too involved, and all that. So
how long ago did you come up with this process, Chef Greg?
Well, it was a learning experience because over the past 35 years of being an executive chef, I've worked in steakhouses and high-end restaurants, and I've just seen so many different ways to cook steak that, well, first of all, I'll say having a deep understanding of food and things like the Maillard reaction that we just talked about, when you really understand these things, you can figure out on your own. You can just be sitting around one day and like a bolt of lightning will hit you, like, damn, now I know how to make the world's best steak, right? And that's exactly what this is going to be. It's going to be like an eye-opening experience because there's things that's going to happen here that most people would not even begin to think about because as it concerns the ingredients, which are extra virgin olive oil, Worcestershire sauce, some kosher salt, I got some 7-pepper blend here, and then some granulated garlic. These are the ingredients we're going to use. Olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, Worcestershire sauce, kosher salt, granulated garlic, and some pepper, right?
Boom.
And this is the magic mojo right here. This is really the mojo. But the thing is, what makes this technique special is the fact that we're using this extra virgin olive oil. And extra virgin olive oil, everybody knows that it has a very low smoke point, meaning it'll start smoking and when it's exposed to not too much heat, right? So what we're going to do here today, as most people who are into steaks know, the country's biggest steakhouses and chains like Peter Luger's in New York or Morton's or Ruth's Chris or any of these high-end steakhouses, they don't have grills like this in their kitchen that they're cooking these steaks on.
What makes that grill special, actually?
Well, this steak is not really designed for high-end steakhouses. They would have a double broiler system that would look like it would be a big box, and the heat would come from above, and they would pull a drawer out, put the steak on the hot grate, push the grate back in, and now it's cooking from the bottom and the top. And supposedly, that's their theory is that seals the meat in and all that. So we're going to mimic that today by covering the steaks up with a hotel pan that I brought with me. It's just a standard 2-inch hotel pan. So here's where the magic happens. This is what everybody needs to understand. People all across America, they use hickory wood and mesquite wood to smoke things like briskets and barbecue and things like that. But what most chefs and most cooks and most people have never thought about is extra virgin olive oil. Everybody knows it's written in the Bible countless times. It's one of the things that sustains life for a lot of people all over the world. Everybody knows about it, right? But it's also got this ultimate magic trick that it does on steaks.
Magic.
Yes. So here's what it's going to do. I'm going to make this little concoction up, and it's not a marinade. You can't think of it like a marinade because the steaks do not require any time to sit in this liquid. It's just a quick baste in there and straight on the grill. No time in the liquid, right? But the magic here is going to happen when this olive oil on the steak hits that hot grill. It's immediately going to start smoking. And when I cover it up with this pan, the smoke won't be able to escape and go up into the hood ventilation system. And what that will make it do, it will make the smoke billow around the steak. And that billowing of the olive oil flavored smoke will flavor this steak with a profound grill flavor. It's the
Profound.
It's the magic of extra virgin olive oil. It will impart this same flavor on vegetables or tomatoes, or you don't even have to be cooking meat. You can just be cooking some vegetables. And if you use the same technique, like put a saute pan down and get it so hot that it's almost glowing, and then put tomatoes or vegetables or whatever you want in there, and let it sit there for a moment and come back up in the maximum heat range again, and then hit it with a little bit of olive oil. Immediately the olive oil is going to flame up because of the temperature of the pan, but you pull it off the pan and just sit here and toss it around, and the vegetables will billow in and with that smoke and everything, and it just imparts the most excellent flavor. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So we got these two ribeyes right here. One of them will just
Looks like a hot too. Look at that.
Man,
Yeah,
oh,
touch
happy
the bun.
Valentine's right here.
Yeah, they're Whoppers for sure.
it.
What we'll do first, we'll take this bowl here, put a little bit of Worcestershire sauce in here.
Boom.
Worcestershire sauce, right? God's gift to the culinary world. A little bit of salt. The word on the street is you can never put too much salt on a steak before it's cooked.
I agree that.
Yeah. So that's
Now, what
granulated
spice
garlic.
is this one? 7 spices?
It's a seven pepper blend.
Not, and what do I buy it as 7 pepper blend from
Yeah,
somewhere?
you can
or
get
made
it. You can get it at most like Restaurant Depot, Gordon Food Service, or if
Okay.
you've got an account, you can buy it straight up from U.S. Foods or Cisco.
All right, here we go. Here's the oil right here.
Mixing it up.
Yep.
Oh man. When was the first time you used this technique? How long you been holding on to this one, Chef?
Not that long, probably no more than 5 years. But
Okay.
every place I've worked in the last 5 years, this is how the steaks are
And
cooked.
where'd you get it? Where'd you pick it up? Some guru, Yoda?
I don't really remember.
Okay.
It's hard to say. I don't really remember. But
All
what
right.
we'll do here, we'll just season this steak up with a little bit of salt, right? Because that's what most steakhouses do.
This is the regular and this is the Drake
Correct.
Special.
Yes, correct.
Okay, love it. Love it. All right, well, I'm also very keen to get your professional executive chef opinion of this beef bootlegger
Sure.
bone-in ribeye right here.
Absolutely.
So we got the regular. Now, when I met Greg, he told me that this concoction right here can take regular, average Joe steak
Yep.
and elevate it to the level of Masterpiece. So we already got Masterpiece steak plus Masterpiece, not marinade. What are we calling this?
It's just a quick base. I'm going to put it
Quick
on the grill
base.
right now. No
Masterpiece
time.
quick base.
But
Boom.
what we're going to do, we're going to put both steaks on at the same
Come
time.
quick, come quick. We got to hear that sizzle. Hold on. Oh, man. Whoa!
You see how that one's smoking and that one's not?
That's
Just
it.
going to cover it up real quick, right?
Boom. All right, Masterpiece. Greg, very impressive, very impressive. All right, we got some butter over here.
Yeah.
Boom.
The thing about this technique too is that you read that Maillard reaction, right?
Yep.
And animals and cows, they're kind of like humans insofar as they're mostly made out of water, right? We're 75% water, they say, right? So animals are pretty similar. And as that goes, the liquid part of their makeup it has some naturally occurring sugar in it, just like we do, right? Just like all animals. Everything we cook just about has some amount of naturally occurring sugars. Even things that are flour bound, like breads and donuts and biscuits and cornbread, these things have naturally occurring sugar in the wheat. That's what makes them turn brown when you cook them, because the caramelization of the naturally occurring sugars. So this meat also has naturally occurring sugars in it. And I'll give you a stat right now that 9 out of 10 chefs across the world don't know. Sugar begins to burn at 386 degrees.
386. That's some
So-
precision right there.
So here's the deal. It is possible to have your grill up at a too high temperature so that when you put the steaks on there and put those nice char marks on there, the grates can be so hot that the char marks would actually taste scorched, right? So you have to be real keen on how hot the grill is. And my advice is to hold your hand like this far off the grill, 1, 2, 3 seconds. This side over here is turned down just a little bit,
Okay,
right?
so I'm over here for 3.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, and you should be able
Oh,
to
yeah.
pull it off. That's
All right.
about perfect.
Okay. 1, 2,
So,
3.
and
Ooh.
here's what you need to know. If
right.
you've got a grill going and you want to cook some meat on it, if you walk up here and put your hand on it like that and you can't even do 1 second,
Too much.
It's too hot. It's
Okay.
just too hot. And I guarantee you the grill marks are going to taste scorched.
What are the
100%.
what about those like 1,000 degree burner deals that I see?
Yeah.
Not a fan then.
Well, they cook from the top and the bottom, and the fire is not coming from the bottom. It's just the iron is hot from the fire beating down on it, and by the time you put that steak on there, it cools down a little bit. So it takes it a while to get the recovery temperature. It takes that grate a little while for it to come back up to that temperature to where it could do some dangerous stuff to the meat. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
And how long are we doing on each side? Are we doing a one flip or are we doing multiple flips here? Are we a multi-flipper?
I want to flip it one time, but
Okay.
I'm also going to cook the sides too. I don't just put grill marks on both sides. I
There we
pull it
go,
off
we're
by
doing the
knife.
sides.
I get that Maillard reaction on all the diameter and the sides and everywhere that you can.
Hey, man, we
because
got a
that's what
Maillard
flavors
that-
the steak.
that's
right?
it.
That's what we just learned, right?
I'm loving it.
Yeah.
What's the one thing you should avoid 100% every time when you make a steak?
Well, if it's cryovac in a package like this one was, open it up and let it breathe for a while before you cook it. And a lot of people say let the steak sit out on the table for 15 or 20 minutes before you cook it to get the if you're going to cook it like mid-rare or something like that. So yeah.
Telling me my glasses are gonna shut down. What's up with that? Battery's dead already?
Yeah.
Battery's
Oh,
dead?
look at that color though.
Man, oh man, here we go. All right, we're doing another one. Boom. Man, oh man. Super Pro. Loving it. Very impressive,
Yeah.
chef.
This one and this one is turned on the maximum. That one's
Yeah.
turned down just a little bit.
Okay. Cool deal.
So what you'll see here is how much faster they'll cook like this, how much more evenly. Not on, the one other thing that this technique does, if you got a steak that thick and you're cooking it any like rare, mid-rare, or medium, if you cook it just like this, out not covered and everything, most of the time when you cut into it, it's going to have a deep red center, then it's going to have a light red ring, and then there's going to be like a gray ring, and then there's going to be the exterior of the meat. Well, I don't think that looks appetizing, and I don't believe that anyone else would either, right? This technique right here, it makes the steak to where when you cut into it, it's the same color all the way through from top to bottom.
Is that because we're just smoking it? We're giving it the steam in there? It's kind of like penetrating?
Well, it's cooking from the top and the sides right now.
Yeah.
And so this heat's not like coming
Right,
up and
coming
going
out.
up into the hood system.
Boom. Love it.
Yeah. You like them medium rare, medium? How do you like them?
Medium rare.
Yeah.
We can keep cooking. 13%. We're going to ride it out. We're going to ride it out, y'all. Boom.
To go on to YouTube if the battery's going out.
Okay, do I have a link?
Yeah. Rachel, can you send us a link? Yeah. Just tell them to go on the Beef Bootlegger on YouTube. So how long does it take you to make that steak? What's the time on that?
Well, the one on the left that I've got covered, it shouldn't take, at mid-rare, it shouldn't take no more than 6 minutes, 5 or 6 minutes.
5 or 6
The
minutes?
one on the other side, probably 8 or 9 minutes.
8 or 9.
Yeah. That would be my guess. The one on the left may not take that long. We'll see.
Boom. Man, oh man, look at that bad boy right there.
And even you can see the grill marks look a
Those
little
look-
more intense.
They
right?
look way intense.
Oh,
Loving that right here. Man, Greg, Chef Greg, you just elevated my steak game. I had a strong game, but now ultra strong, baby.
Wait,
Look at that.
taste it.
You getting that flame there, Fitzy?
You hear that Maillard reaction coming on? Hear that Maillard reaction coming on?
That Maillard
That
reaction.
searing of the amino acids.
That's it. So once these things come off, before we're done, we got to talk a little bit about the pineapple juice that
Yeah.
you were telling me about.
Yeah, that contains bromelain.
Bromelain. You ever heard of bromelain?
What is bromelain?
It's an enzyme that's present in pineapple and kiwi and papaya. And what it does is it tenderizes meat, right? Breaks down the fibers of the meat, makes it very tender. And it's so powerful that if you've bought some steak seasoning and it's got papaya extract in it, you can pretty much just sprinkle it on right before you cook it, and it'll do its magic that fast.
So it's
it'll break it down that
instantaneous,
fast. Almost, yeah. Yeah.
So I should bathe one of these steaks in pineapple juice and just see how we do as a little experiment.
Well, not just pineapple juice, but there is this thing called the Hawaiian ribeye. A lot of restaurants in America are doing it. It's pineapple juice, brown sugar.
Well, let's look at that pattern. Holy moly.
Holy moly, right there.
That's not sexy, I don't know.
Oh, we're going in for another round. Boom. We're doing the crisscross, baby. Bang.
Look at the different texture and everything.
Look at the smoke.
Man, there we go. We're smoking
Trash out
that
your
thing.
hood vents real fast. So yeah, not a lot of show going on here. It's just cooking, you know.
Just cooking.
It's not really cooking very quickly or anything.
Right, but it's the olive oil that's making that flare up happen then?
Yeah. Well, it's not flaring up insofar as like if you're grilling off chicken and you just put some oil on the chicken and you put it on the grill, the oil will come off the chicken and hit that grate down there and it'll flame up and you'll have black suet on your chicken.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
This technique doesn't do that.
What is the technique called again?
Which one?
What are you doing there with the pan?
Well, it's just trying to extrapolate all of the Maillard reaction I can from the steak and get all the natural occurring sugars in the meat to caramelize as much as I can before it starts to get past the point of mid-rare. That's the goal, right? It's like a sport, you know, and you're playing offense and defense, and the grill's trying to defense the steak from overcooking or to overcook, and you have to get in, get your business done, and get it off the grill before that happens.
I love that analogy. That's it right
Yeah.
there. Boom. What's the what country has the best steak in your opinion?
Well, you wouldn't believe it if I told you.
I'll believe. Well, tell us.
So I've eaten steaks all over the world, man, and I got to tell you, I spent 10 years of my life working in the former Soviet Union in Ukraine and Russia and Kazakhstan. And back in the early 90s when the Soviet Union broke up and I first started going over there, they didn't understand steaks because the Soviet Union took all the best parts of the cow and sold it to Western Europe, and they kept the shitty parts for their people, right?
Yeah.
So they didn't have a lot of steak experience. So when the Soviet Union broke up and all those American chefs started going over there, they would butcher a cow in the morning, and by lunchtime or dinner they'd be making steaks from it, and they would just be tough, right? Because they wouldn't understand that you have to age your meat.
Right.
But boy, give them 20 years and they got that stuff figured out. They don't spray they don't feed their cows the same crap that we do over here that makes them grow real fast and everything. All their cows are still natural, grass fed, and just very, very natural. And so their meat, it just tastes a lot better from my perspective.
Okay, so Russian steak.
It was in Ukraine.
Oh, Ukraine.
That's the one thing they do, man. They may not come up with a lot of their own inventions, but they can take anything that we've invented and they can perfect it.
Okay, I was going to say
Even if it's
make it
computer
better.
technology
perfect
or
it.
cooking
Yeah.
or rocket engineering, I don't know, man. They've got a knack for taking something and copying it. This one's done. We'll take it off.
Boom. Yeah, baby.
We'll turn that grill off. Put this lid back
nearly.
on it.
Boom.
It'll burn off.
It's all good.
So,
Man,
Man, let's do
oh,
a little
man.
inspection here. Let's go all in there here.
Man,
Yeah.
it's looking good.
yeah.
Definitely got a crisp to it, good smell.
It's got a nice bark on it, right?
Got a nice bark. That's looking good right there. I'm
very,
excited.
very curious about
I'm
that.
excited.
So
Man, you
no
know-
butter on there or no?
Yeah, we're gonna let it sit there for a minute.
We're gonna let it sit for a minute. You know what? I don't even know if we have forks to eat. We're gonna use our hands, you guys. We're going savage.
I was feeling about that one.
Savage.
We'll pull it off. Oh, I'm sorry. We'll pull it off, but it probably won't. It'll probably be a little under mid-rear,
Okay.
but that'll be okay for now.
That's a little squirmy for Fitz, but it's gonna be good for me. It's all good. I'm tough. That's it.
That way you'll be able to gauge this this style of cooking, and even I left it on a little bit longer than this one, but you'll be able
Well,
to
I
see
mean,
that-
this one had the extra pizzazz, the Maillard overtime, right?
Yeah, they look different, don't they?
They do look different. They both look good though.
They look just right for Fitz.
Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, let's get a little beef bootlegger brand in there. I'm gonna use my fingers.
There you go.
There it is. Why is my glasses beeping at me? What does that mean?
You don't last long.
They do not last long. Hey, Zuckerberg, how am I going to get a steak cook out of these glasses, dude?
You gotta be like rare, my man.
That's it.
Blue.
It's good. I feel like I look cool, though. They make me look buff. I feel like
Yeah,
I look
no.
buff with my glasses right now.
Rachel, do the squeaky swap. So let's check it out here.
Boom. Do I get to go back to the live? Is it like recorded?
Oops, sorry.
Let's record it on my end. I don't know on this end. It should be in the Instagram.
I just want to see what I'm looking at right here. Well, we got YouTube. This is the first person. What do you think of my man Chef Greg over here?
You cooking a mad steak, I think.
They got a lot of crud on their
On the
grill.
grill. Well,
that's what was flaming up.
welcome to our shared kitchen.
Right.
It's all good.
So,
What
okay.
we're doing here with the butter, actually.
Oh, we're just melting it. Actually, I brought some.
So why are you melting it separately and not putting it on the steak? I think that's a good question for.
I am gonna put it on the steak, but I
No,
would.
I mean like while it's on the grill or whatever.
Oh, because you'll see in a minute. Just give me a second. Do we have plates, or we're gonna do everything right
We're
here?
just going to do it right here.
All
Right,
right.
eat right on that board right here. My man Paul, who made the board. This is first time we're eating on this board. Oh, here we go. Fitz, come over here. Come get it from this angle.
On there, I'm zooming in.
Okay, you might want to get it from this angle, dude.
Just pull up.
Man, this is looking good.
Ooh. Oh. Not long slices, thin cubes. Okay, that's the cut here.
How many minutes do you think they were on the grill?
Say that again?
How many minutes do you think they were on the grill?
Probably like six,
six or seven?
Okay.
Do you know?
I don't know, but you can see
Look
this
at
one's
that.
looking pretty good.
I don't
oh
mind
man.
that.
Oh, here we go. That's
This one got a little over.
a little over, but it still looks good.
Yeah,
We're
it'll,
gonna be all right.
it'll taste 100 times better than that one.
Okay, should we do a cheers?
Yeah,
Come
let's
on
do it.
over. Let's grab a bite, everyone. First, thank you, Chef.
You
This
bet.
is such a pleasure watching you work your magic.
So let's get that butter over here too. Right?
Okay, you gonna do the butter first?
No, have a bite of the steak without the butter.
Okay. Come on over. Fitzy, you doing it? We're gonna do a little cheers.
Yeah, I'm going in there here.
Rachel, you coming?
Yeah, Rachel, come
Coming
on.
in for the kill? All right, cheers. This is
Hot, 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 hot.
You'll be all right. Boom.
Pom, pom.
boom.
Let's let those.
This one cooked for less time, and it still got
More done.
overcooked.
Yeah.
So if you'd have cooked it less, it would have been faster.
That's an interesting flavor.
Isn't that good?
Now try one of these.
Maybe add a little salt to it, but I'm loving everything going on in there.
It's definitely a
No,
banger.
they're both good.
What do you think of mine?
Real
This
good.
is steak that's plain.
Super.
Isn't it good?
Yep.
Ooh,
Man,
ooh.
this is how you do
Holy
it.
moly!
This is how you do it, y'all.
But to be honest, it's really hot. Like, I like this flavor a lot.
Mm-hmm.
This is different, and I like it too.
How we doing, Rachel? I like the butter that you just poured on it.
Bam. And I like the crispiness of that one. That's
Well,
definitely.
But look how much faster it cooked, right? It cooked. This one cooked longer.
Yeah.
No, this cooked fast. It also it has that crust, like you're saying. The char.
Really good steak, my man.
You're hired.
It's worked before of getting jobs.
Different jobs.
Super tender meat. Wow.
What's the craziest thing you've ever eaten? Are we still filming?
We're still filming. It's rolling.
Horse meat in Kazakhstan.
Horse meat in Kazakhstan.
It's just like beef. Looks just like it. I had the
Just
opportunity.
a different cow.
Yeah. I
What
had,
was the setting? Paint the picture for us. You just went out to dinner and they ate horses because that's
No,
what they
it was
got.
it was on the menu. Well, that's their main meat in Kazakhstan. Is
Yeah.
horse. It's more so than beef, or they don't eat pork.
They
They're
got
Muslim.
'em.
Let's
Yeah.
do a quick shout out. Where can they buy that steak?
Oh my God, where can you buy this steak? BeefBootlegger.com, baby. Beef Bootlegger. Look, can't even talk. This is so good. Can't even talk. BeefBootlegger.com. Man, I already had the best beef. Now there's no doubt. This is competition right here. Boom.
That steak's real good just by itself, though.
100%.
That's what I was telling you.
What would you make though with it, Splash? What's the perfect accessory to the steak? Or going with the steak?
Say it again.
What should go with the steak?
As far as what goes.
Rachel, what's the word? When you make food,
Well, in the
Side.
rest, in the
Or a complimentary dish, what wine would be the best thing to go with it?
well, ideally, if you're in a busy restaurant, the idea is to get the steak cooked as fast as you can, so you can get something else on the grill behind it, right? That's one thing this technique does. And I have this grill up a little bit too high. If I'd have cooked a little bit more on the right, it might have.
Holy mackerel, this is good.
It would have been a little bit. The Maillard reaction would have been more superior.
You have a phone? Can you take a picture of all of this bloody mess with the beef bootlegger?
We have
Hey,
your
bye.
phone or my phone.
I think if I do it, I lose my live stream. We got one serious watcher right here. Thanks, whoever's watching. Man, that just looks.
Oh, that's a feast right there.
Doesn't that
Let me actually do top down.
top down? Get one with me and my boy Greg with the,
Go on
with
here.
the aftermath.
Yeah, there we go. I love it.
Boom. We're gonna be doing more of this, sir.
Making the other people hungry on this the stream.
So yeah, you could say from a culinary perspective, this one is just drenched in Maillard reaction, all that caramelization of these amino acids and everything in there.
Yeah. So they teach you that in school?
Well, they taught me a lot of that in school. Yes, of course. Yeah, for sure. That's
So I've
what you-
never seen anyone else do anything
That's
like
why
that.
that's why you pay $30,000 or $40,000 a year to go to culinary school, because they teach you stuff like this. They teach you what temperature sugar begins to burn and why does it matter outside of the baking and pastry kitchen. Here's another example for you. When you go to the supermarket to buy anything at the freezer section to take home and prepare at the oven at home, right?
Yep.
9 times out of 10, it tells you to take it home and prepare it in the oven at home at what temperature?
420-ish or what?
420-ish?
Yeah, 400.
Sure, it's not 350.
350.
Isn't that the golden standard?
Everything's 350.
Cakes, everything is
Yeah.
350. Why do you think that is? Because the people who manufacture this stuff, like General Mills and ConAgra and Nabisco and all these major food companies, they don't have chefs working for them. They have food scientists. And these food scientists have PhDs in food chemistry. And they understand that sugar begins to burn at 386 degrees. And that's why they instruct you to bake their product
They
at
want
a
the sugar
temperature
in it.
less than that, so that you'll have the best results, so that you'll like it, and you'll come back and buy it again. If you crank the oven up on 450 and you don't get the best results, you'll probably never buy it again, right?
Right?
Now you have to say it. That's why you don't cook it at 420.
Yeah. Well, the golden question: what's the deal with 350?
Which
Why
one
not
you going for?
250? Why not 450? Why not 550? Why 350? Who came up with that magic number? Well,
Yeah.
it's the scientists who figured out that sugar is starting to burn at 386, and so that's just under there. 375 will be good, but 350 is pretty much the golden standard.
Still having a feast right there. He's just like locked in on the beef.
I haven't eaten all that. I've had a busy day. I think you should eat some more, chef.
I ate just before I got off work.
Okay.
Well, then I still just want.
Come on in. That's a
I'm
big
starting
nugget
a new
right
menu
here.
tomorrow. Actually, we've tried out a lot of new dishes today.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is this the best ever?
It is damn good. It is, yeah.
I think so. I think you nailed it with this one.
So what is the summary? Summarize
Hey,
how to
okay,
make it.
I got a good summary for you. Here it is. Once in a while, you get some joker rolls up into a steakhouse and he wants his steak well done. You know what? I know it. It happens, unfortunately, right? And I'm telling you right now, as God is my witness, if somebody comes in and orders a steak well done and you cook it like that, I could have let that one got total gray in the center and it would have still been
still very
juicy as heck. You would have been shocked at how much juice was coming out of it. So it's still possible to make a well done steak and have it juicy. Those guys who tell you it's not possible, well,
Possible.
they need to do a little homework.
That's a controversy right there.
Controversy. So, you think we should put some of this steak in your restaurant, chef?
Well, we can certainly discuss that.
Okay.
But I
So
got to
you-
tell you, in the month, I had a 16-ounce prime ribeye on the menu for August and September.
Mm-hmm.
And in September, I only sold one ribeye in that kitchen
Why do you think that is?
because we have filet mignon and we have New York strips
Right.
and a host of other dishes that people are more favorable to.
So what do you think is the best steak? If you had to pick one,
Definitely ribeye.
ribeye,
Ribeye.
not
It's-
a tomahawk, or
Let me
Well,
say,
tomahawk is a ribeye.
If you're going into a
To the bone.
steakhouse, it's ribeye, right? But if you're a chef and you're in a kitchen,
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something. Skirt steak marinated with some kind of fajita Southwest flavor, cooked the same way as this one, not with the Worcestershire and shit, but just fajita marinade on some good skirt steak, grill that up. That might take the lead.
I was thinking this with a skirt steak. You can't do that? You don't think so?
Yeah, you could, but it wouldn't be the true carne asada. Carne asada truly is skirt steak. And if you guys saw that movie with John Fargo, the movie Chef, where he was in the kitchen all night cooking up some meat, and his boys come in the morning, and he'd been working on some carne asada, right? And he said, "Here, try this," and everybody in the kitchen loved it. That was skirt steaks, carne asada.
So I get some outside skirt steak that I think
Yeah.
we could do something with. I'm just going to town on this, chef.
I'll tell you one thing too is that I went to work at Bascom Steakhouse here in St. Pete
Yeah.
back during the pandemic. And the day before I was to start work, they wanted me to bring my family in and have dinner. And so I did. And they had a filet mignon special. It was a 6-ounce filet, I think, right? And so I ordered it. I thought, how can you go wrong with a filet, right? But I got to tell you, they just took the filet, a little bit of salt, they grilled it, put it on the plate, brought it to me, right? And I got to tell you, I love steak as much as anybody, but that steak was so unseasoned and not cooked right that I couldn't eat it. They had to come get it, take it away, and I had to order something else. But what I'm telling you is, if you use this little seasoning right here,
What was the green thing?
parsley. This will make a.
We didn't put that in there, did we?
No, I was gonna use the garlic and the parsley with the butter. That would be Maitre d' Hotel butter.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Maitre d' Hotel butter. Well, we're
And it's
doing
not-
that next. We always
Well,
got
it's
room
not too
there
late
for.
to do it now.
Oh man.
What you're doing now, you're making some magic.
This
He just
is
raised it. He just took it to an 11.
this is the classic French butter, Maitre d' Hotel butter, right?
Oh, so you pulled out the secret sauce.
It's almost like a French chimichurri or something.
Yeah.
Stu, give me the rating on that one.
Pretty damn good. I think I'd rather it have been done when this thing was brand new, because most of the, what is it, Maillard? Most of the Maillard effect has already been consumed by me. So we're just getting in there. But this being cooked would have a little bit of a different flavor to it as well,
Yeah,
right?
and I actually forgot to bring a lemon. You should get a little squirt of lemon.
A little squirt of lemon?
Yeah.
And that would just gives it some citrus, or?
Yeah, well, usually
Does something chemical.
when guys do this, they'll make a compound butter with parsley, garlic, butter, and lemon juice, and they'll get the butter whipped up with all that stuff and roll it up into a piece of paper, and then when
Yeah,
the steak
I've
comes
seen
in,
that.
just cut off a medallion and melt it on top of the steak.
I've seen that when they put it back in the fridge. Why don't you come try some?
It's also good to do that with like truffles and stuff. You can get some truffles, some nice truffles, and some butter, and whip those up together. And when the steak comes off the grill, hit it with some truffle butter. Takes it up to another level.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
I don't think I've eaten a steak like this in a while, where I really, really enjoy it and getting something out of it that's something new. I mean, I've eaten a lot of steak in the last year. It's pretty special.
You really did, my man. Not gonna lie.
I would think easy, undebatable 500 pounds of meat I've eaten in the last year.
Wow.
I bet I average more than a pound a day.
What's the biggest steak
I had a
you
pound
ever
here,
cooked?
no
Like
problem.
How many inches? So, I know it's a weird one, but
Well, one like this, but just a little bit bigger. They go up to like 28 and 32 ounces. But when you get any bigger than that, you're running into more than an average person can eat. Like you see these places out in Texas and New Mexico and Arizona, like a 2 or 3 pound steak.
The
You can come
60,
in,
the 60
yeah, if you
something.
smash the whole thing, it's free, but that rarely ever happens.
So we were doing some of that. So I'll cut these twice as thick, 44 ounces, which we're gonna have to run this back with a 44 ouncer, and then I do a 48 ounce porterhouse. So that's a 3 pounder. But they're designed to share. You would cook them and then we slice them, and we're kind of sharing like we're doing right here. Yeah. Boom. You guys gonna eat some more, or just gonna watch me eat?
I'm stuffed.
Really?
Yeah. I had tacos beforehand at 6.
All right. Well,
Now I'm
I'm
like, man,
feeling bad about it, but all right. You didn't believe me that I can eat a 44 ouncer.
Rachel wants it. Rachel wants
Come on, Rachel, get in here.
No, it has parsley in it.
You don't want parsley?
I love parsley.
Parsley's
Oh,
great.
good.
It's
Okay, take me as a piece to Rachel.
No.
parsley is major cancer
You can
fighting.
get your
Everyone
own
should be
steak.
eating more of it.
You hear about that?
What? Say it again.
Parsley is major cancer fighting.
Yep.
You should eat more of it.
And the garlic too. Garlic and parsley together, it's like a cancer superfood for you.
That's
Rich,
it, and it
give me
keeps the
one of
vampires
those
away.
pieces, please.
Man. I think you converted me.
But the big takeaway here was how much faster the steaks cook.
Yeah. Well, they cook faster, but to be honest,
I could have pulled
I'd
it off 2
spend
or 3
whatever
minutes
time.
before, and it would still been
So
perfect.
like 4 minutes, yeah.
Yeah. So it doesn't take long at all.
Can you do this on a flat grill or not?
Yeah, but you would have to have some way to cover it up. You would have to have like a mixing bowl or something and let the smoke billow
Yeah.
in the pan.
Well, I have that. I have the bowls that I use for my French fries. So they're round. So I was thinking, do something special.
Yeah.
Man, oh man, that was good. Well, I can't believe you don't remember where you learned this trick.
It's just been an accumulation of learning bits and pieces over the years, and just one day I do a lot of banquets, and so most of the time it's filet, right? So one thing I remember is when I was going to culinary school in Charleston, I was working in a restaurant. Let's see, what was the name of it? I think it was the Market Street Grill or something like this. This was back in the early '90s. And I was working the grill, and the chef had this pan of orange juice, soy sauce, and he wanted to, while the steaks were cooking, he had a paintbrush in there, and he wanted to baste the steaks with this concoction that he had. And it just put the most profound flavor. I thought, damn, why isn't everybody making steaks like that, right? And then over the years of just seeing how other people are cooking the steaks, it occurred to me like, wow, one of the best ways I've ever seen it was that way back in Charleston. And so I started thinking about Worcestershire. You know, it was pretty much, it's made for
OG.
steak, so to
Sure
speak. Yeah,
is.
it's the OG steak sauce and butter and all these. The olive oil is life-giving and life-sustaining and everything. So you put all these things together, and it's just a match made in heaven.
What's the worst steak sauce?
57 and A1. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know why people.
57?
Yeah, man. I don't. If you cook a steak right, you don't need a sauce.
That's right.
And if you cook
Yeah.
any kind of meat right, you don't need a sauce. That includes ribs and barbecue and all these things that people got to have a side of barbecue sauce to dunk it in. Well, your meat wasn't cooked
Well,
right.
that's it. So it's just a way to get sugar, I think, on the beef, you know,
Yeah.
with a little bit of
Sure.
a different twang.
For sure.
Lauren, if you're there, this is the best steak ever. You need some of this. You need some of this, girl. Oh, man.
Stu's digging in there.
Well, I finished it. So, I mean, if you were wondering if I can eat a pound of steak,
Well, there you go.
no problem.
I can tell you more. Like if you were going to do this and you wanted to have some accompaniments with it, like some vegetables or something, you could have whatever your favorite vegetables are. If it's zucchini, squash, carrots, eggplant, onions, whatever it is, right? You could have all this stuff cut up. Get you a saute pan, put it down on the stove, get that saute pan hot, and before you do anything else, well, here's the benefit of where I got this information. I go to culinary school and they teach you the classic European French way of cooking on a stove, right? The French way, right? Saute, the definition of saute is low fat and high heat, right? But when you put they tell you low fat and high heat. So when you get the pan hot and you put the oil in there, right away you're creating a barrier between the pan and the food. The oil is a barrier, right? So it's like a barrier to prevent the vegetables from ever having any chance of getting any Maillard reaction. And that's what you want. You want to change the sugars and the amino acids in the vegetables. You want to caramelize these things. That's where the natural flavor comes from. Instead of trying to add a bunch of other spices and seasoning and herbs and things like that, if you just try to get the best flavor out of the vegetable itself, this is the way to do it.
I'm 100% sold on this Maillard effect.
And so what
That's
you do,
amazing.
check this out, on the vegetable situation, you put the vegetables in the you get the pan rocking hot, put the vegetables in there, don't put any oil, and don't be shaking them around like everybody has a predetermined thing that they have to shake the vegetables when they get them in the pan. You got to shake them around so they don't burn, right? Well, you want them to burn a little bit. You want them to stick to the bottom of the pan, and you want the it's just like when you get the grill marks on the steak.
Yeah.
You want to get some grill marks on the vegetables, like when you go to a Chinese restaurant and you get some stir-fry vegetables with something, right? The vegetables have been cooked in a 900-degree wok or whatever, and they've got little black char marks on the edges where they were cut, you know. Well, that's Maillard reaction. That's one of the things that flavors Chinese cooking. And so you can get these similar results here by not putting the oil down and letting these vegetables cook about halfway before you do anything, before you shake it, before you do anything else to it. Just raw
Leave it on
vegetables in a pan, let it stick, let it cook, and after it's about halfway cooked, you can just put a few drops of olive oil, and then you can start tossing it around, and right away they will look different, smell different, and taste different. and it will be so profound that you'll probably never ever put oil in a pan again when you get ready to cook vegetables.
I'm sold. I'm sold. Well, we're gonna do it again. We're gonna do more steak. Maybe we do some more veggies.
Yeah.
Veggies? That's the first time I heard him saying that.
Yeah, veggies
Well,
is a
if he's
thing
gonna
now.
if he's gonna put the Maillard effect on it, then I'll try it.
That's why nobody likes vegetables. Nobody's cooking them.
Man,
right.
I'm
they just
telling
steam
you.
them or overcook them or turn them into mush or whatever. But
I'm so impressed, Chef. You the man.
all right, bud. All right.
Cool. Well, is there anything else we need to do? That might be a wrap, my
maybe
man.
like give them a shout out. Where can people find you? You do the social media thing, or where can they go to you and get cooked at?
Well, I work at the Center Club in Tampa, so it's a part of the Invited Club Corps organization, and I've been there since about April of this year. Came out from Texas. I was out in Texas working for a while, and I'm loving what I'm doing there. It's all about new menus, so that it's a member driven club. So we can't just have one menu all the time that runs forever and ever. It's just like every week I'm having to come up with new stuff, new menus, almost daily, right? So it keeps me on my toes, and it keeps the guys in the kitchen learning new stuff, and it's developing these guys to come up in the business and be all that they can be.
There we go. I love it.
Yeah,
Well, thank you.
my
I think
pleasure.
that's the best steak I've ever had.
That's awesome.
I think we're gonna go there.
Yeah,
My man. All right. Well, let this be the first of many. Thank you for coming out tonight,
you bet.
sharing your wisdom, sharing your skills, sharing these magic ingredients, sharing the Maillard effect.
That was definitely something.
Man, we're gonna be doing more of that.
Yeah.
Boom. We're gonna be doing a lot more of that.
Very
Boom.
good.
Think we're done. That's a wrap.
Let's eat.
We'll see ya.
All right.
Let's eat.
Let's eat.